Welcome to the visually enhanced spooky variety show. I'm your host, Jeremy Jordan, and we've got a lot of good Halloween fun planned for you on today's show. There's a couple new segments and some old favorites, and I thought we'd start by taking a look at some costumes from around the web because, you know, I'm going to be going to a few parties and I wanted to do something different this year, so I thought I'd take a look and see what the internet had to offer. So, first one that caught my eye was this Winnie the Pooh costume. And I don't know what is going to be more terrifying, the Blood and Honey movie or this fucking thing. Imagine this thing chasing you down the street or an alleyway or really anywhere. It's just like, oh. All right, well, next up, I found this. I scrolled past this kid's rhino costume, and it caught my eye because, well, the pose. If you see some of the other costumes surrounding it, they all kind of either have an action pose because they're a superhero, or they have just like a thumbs up. But this rhino costume is sort of just like, well, what does a rhino do? We don't really have a thing for a rhino as a gesture, so this kid's just kind of like, hey, I'm a rhino. Hi. So next up, we've got grilled meat. It's not like you're a grill, because there's not like a topper or like a body surrounding you. It's just pictures of grilled meat. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, and I don't know who would want to wear that. So finally, this last one that caught my eye was this dog costume. And I mean, it's just humiliating. This is another case of like, why? And who would want to wear such a thing? Look at this guy. I mean, even this guy who's posing in the picture to be the model for the costume doesn't want to be in it. So I guess I'm going to be going back to the drawing board on the whole costume idea. I found a few tonight, but I just don't think I'm going to be settling on any of those options. So better luck next time. So our first segment tonight is something that's near and dear to my heart, and that's food. We love our food reviews around here, and we just couldn't get enough of it. So I've got a few more monster items that I'd like to take a look at this evening, and here we go. It seems like every year we just get dumped on with Halloween promotional items. Some are pretty good, some are just embarrassing attempts by companies to try to win me over by just thinking they can throw on like a stock image of a spooky looking tree or a ghost, but sometimes it just isn't enough to cut it. This year and in the past few years, you know, it seems like companies have been doing a pretty good job, and they've been really nailing the aesthetics and a lot of the tie-ins too. But this segment, I'm going to be showing you something a little strange. At least I thought it was strange. First, we're going to be starting out with Yoplait Frankenberry and Blueberry yogurt. And, I mean, I guess I get the connection. I mean, obviously, they're fruity flavors, so they work really well with yogurt. But it's just kind of just, I don't know, just a weird thing to include the monsters on, I guess. But hell, I don't care. Put them on whatever. Put them on fucking tires. The more, the better. So let's crack this open and let's do an official review, because I've actually never tried these before. So, all right. So first of all, I'm going to say that the packaging, I'm kind of diving in a little quick here because I just love eating. But we'll take a look here. It's kind of, it's paneled out a little bit, like almost like a little comic style. You got them in different, two different images here, and you know, simple, but it's very cool. And it is supposedly, now it looks like on the cover here that it actually is two different colors that are mixed in here, but that's not what I'm noticing when I first open my strawberry scream flavor. But I kind of do see it actually a little bit now that I look at it. There are two different shades. But, alright, so let's dive into this first one. I do have a spoon around here somewhere, but I don't want to stall too long if I can't find it. Alright, I got it. Whew. Alright, so we got Strawberry Scream. That's the first one we're going to try. Oh man, that's really good. I mean, I'm sure it's good because it's probably just all sugar and shit that's not good for you, but oh yeah, that's awesome. Strawberry Scream. All right, so next up we've got so let's see here actually. We've got the facts. 1 container, 14 grams of sugar. It's not the worst in the world, but whatever. So, okay. Blueberries next, and same kind of thing here. It's comic-y style, 2 different images. And this is boob. Holy shit, it just went everywhere. Good thing you can't see that. Someone might have tried to slow it down and make a sexy GIF image on the internet. Alright, so this is this one definitely you can tell there's 2 different colors going on here. And oh my god. It's gonna taste probably very similar to the Strawberry Scream, I'm guessing, just because a lot of this stuff tends to, at least for me, blend together. Yeah, I mean they're definitely really very good flavors. I don't really taste the blueberry as much, but the strawberry definitely I taste. Like I said, I do wish that they could have just found a way to include the others somehow, just shoehorn them all in there. But I like what I see. Probably could have done a little more on the boxes too, like as far as spooky aesthetics go. Like they're just relying on the characters as if that's enough, but maybe it is. But final rating, I'll give Strawberry Scream 4 4 monsters out of 5, just because I'm feeling kind of lazy and uncreative. And I'll give Blueberry 3 monsters out of 5. At the end of the day, you can't really go wrong with either of them. And if you're just trying to pack your house with as much spookiness as possible, then yeah, get this shit. This is good stuff. All right. Last item I wanted to review here is something that I have just been really addicted to, and it's also in the realm of monsters. Monster Mash fruit snacks. And I hope to God that I just didn't blow the value of these things by opening this and eating all of them, because this is actually a pack from last season, which just goes to show you how good they are. Like, I'm willing to risk eating them past the date just because I couldn't get enough of them. And again, I think this is like a nostalgia thing for me because I ate a lot of fruit snacks as a child. That was definitely something that was packed in my lunch a lot. And I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they're just really good as an adult. Like, I just can't stop. So I'm going to say the Monster Mash fruit snacks without even opening them for you, because I've eaten so many already. I can tell you, I swear, you just have to trust me. 5 Halloween buckets from McDonald's, because that is also coming back this season. That's going to be awesome. Out of 5. These are awesome. If you can get your hands on them, do it. All right, now let's take a look at some more VHSs in my VHS Vault. Number 1 is Scream, which I think is fitting because we've been talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. We will be continuing to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street. Actually, we've got 2 and 3 coming out in the next couple of days if you're watching this on the day it drops. And this would be the next franchise that Wes Craven would go on to do. And again, he would knock it out of the freaking park. Scream, after this, would go on to spawn a bunch of sequels, and actually he's continuing to have success. And so yeah, Scream. I mean, classic cover, nothing too crazy about it, but you get a nice good look at the cast, and this is just one of those covers that I can instantly recognize because I always just remember seeing this movie laying around the house as a kid in various places. So, Scream, that's choice number 1. VHS number 2 is The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, Scared Silly. So this was when they tried to come out with some cartoons and attempt to rebrand Ronald, I believe, because, well, I mean, look at him. That doesn't look like the same Ronald McDonald from the ads. This is kind of like a cracked out one. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's kind of just the first thought I had. And I mean, Grimace looks pretty normal. Hamburglar, though, he's looking a little different than normal. Birdie, I think is her name. She looks a little different too. And I'm not going to attempt to name all these other people. So let me just read you a quick synopsis of this. This actually comes from a really good time in life. Back with the colored ice cream and all the good things. Oh, the cookies too, the McDonald Land cookies. And just a magical time in childhood. There was growing up, there was a girl, I mean, it still exists, it's still there, like I could go visit it, but there was a McDonald's and a grocery store that we would always visit, and we'd go on these big grocery trips, and then like at the end it was like, all right, we're going to McDonald's. And I think that was the same McDonald's where I got this tape from, and I don't know, just very magical. It is. I don't really go to McDonald's anymore, although I was going to try to get one of those cactus plant flea market boxes or whatever they're called. But I think that's one of those things that probably sold out pretty quick. But yes, to the synopsis. So, run for your life. That's what Ronald and his pals do one frightful night in the far-flung forest when spooky things start happening. They think they've found shelter in a monstrous mansion. Or have they? Yeah, that doesn't jog my memory, but it is the same animation studio that worked on some Nickelodeon shit, which is interesting. It's I think it's Klosky Supo, and I know that that's a logo that comes up before Rugrats and some of the other stuff from my childhood. So definitely does kind of have that Rugrats look a little bit. But yeah, 1998 McDonald's. It was a very innocent time, and this was the first one in the series. They weren't all spooky. They did some other adventures with Ronald, and I do have some of the other tapes. I'd be curious to know if they're worth anything. I didn't actually look it up, but this is definitely something that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm glad it's a part of the VHS Vault. Number 3. This one's kind of interesting. This is a movie I've never seen, but I just had to pick it up. It's the Rankin and Bass Halloween special. Now, a lot of people know Rankin and Bass from their Christmas specials. They did Year Without a Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all sorts of holiday classics and all claymation. So this one here is probably one that flies under the radar because it's animated and it's Halloween. And it's called Mad 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 Monsters. You've got all the classic monsters coming together, and it's a hilarious remake of The Bride of Frankenstein. And I guess, I mean, you know, if you were around from this time, you've probably got that nostalgic feeling like I got with the McDonald's stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of ashamed to say that I've never seen this, but I guess I could change that. It kind of pains me to open this. It's got a lot of history on this saran wrap. It's been through a lot of markdowns. At one point it was $3.20. I think before that it was like... Well, actually, someone covered up a sticker that said $2.99, and they put $3.20 on there. Bunch of assholes. But then it got marked back down to 25 cents, and then it got green stickered at well, no, this was not Goodwill. This was a random thrift shop that I found while I was venturing in Door County. But they had green stickers on things, and that meant you could take an additional percentage off. So it was 25 cent green stickered, and it became fractioned of that. And so I really kind of made out pretty well here. And Mad 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 Monsters. I will definitely check it out, and I'll let you know how it was. And before we wrap the show up tonight, I'm going to leave you with just one more thing. It's a special teaser trailer for an upcoming Media Pod Smash episode. And this is something that we shot in a specific park just a few days ago. And if you liked the Witch episode that we did last year, then this is going to be right up your alley. So hope you enjoy. Here's a small tease at something cool that's coming up soon.